Hello, welcome back to the conclusion of the 2021 Travelers Championship at TPC River Highlands. We go into the last 10 holes with Abraham Answer leading by 3 strokes over John Rahm, 5 strokes to Dustin Johnson. Justin Rose, who started out the round tied with Answer, finds himself 6 strokes back, and Brett Snedeker at 6 strokes. Aaron Wise, Mark Leishman, Cameron Smith, Scotty Scheffler, and Xander Schauffele all are out of contention. So we will see how it finishes up. Just interestingly enough, Abraham Answer won his first tournament less than 30 days after this one at the St. Jude in 2021. So find that a little prophetic that he is leading this one, seeing if he can hang in there and make this his first win in Fantasyland. So anyway, we will start with the 12th hole. Possible to hit too long from tee as approach to the green is downhill, bordered by the Connecticut River, so a poor shot can find water. Elevated green can be tricky. So we've got a semi-challenging green, a normal hole. Scotty Scheffler is out of contention. So we have a normal, and he gets a 1, so that will be a birdie for him. Let's see, Answers over at +4. Got to calculate here if that will get him back into contention or not. He's, actually this is, Scotty Scheffler. He has birdied the last 2, so that makes him, let's see. Yeah, he's still quite a ways out. So Schauffele has birdied and bogeyed the last 2. So again, this is a normal hole. He gets a 5 on a normal, will be a par. Move to number 11. 3 par, Cameron Smith. This is a semi-cordial. And he gets a 2, so he gets a birdie. So again, that's still quite a ways out for him. Mark Leishman. He gets a 1, and that's a birdie as well. So getting some birdies here on the out of contention. Let's see, that would give him 4, and he's still 8 back. So John Rahm, again, the closest competitor chance here to catch Answer. He will start the back 9, and he will take a par and his chip for that as he rolls a 6 on the white die. Dustin Johnson, who is in third, 5 strokes back. And he gets a 1, but this hole controls, so that is a 66. And he finds the weeds to the right of the fairway and the rough. Say 4-1. We got a 4 on the green die. Is he a workman? He is not. Otherwise, effortlessly out of the rough to the green, but a long birdie putt comes up short. Moderate second putt for par. So moderate is 1 to 5. He doesn't have any chips to help him, but he will get his par. That brings Wise, who is out of contention. I believe he's just 7 back, so he's got a normal hole. So if he can birdie this one, he might be able to get back in, but he gets a 4, and so that's just going to be a par. Snedeker is still in at 6. Let's see, Wise, that gives him his front 9 here. So he's 3, 4. So he is +1. So that's 3. Yeah, he's still 7 back. So Snedeker, again, is still 6 strokes back, so he will play the 9th hole. He gets the hole will play with a 66, and he hits the weeds to the right on his off the tee. So that's a 4-1. He's a 3. Is he a workman? He is not. Otherwise, digs out from the rough with a solid iron to the outer fringe of the green, and an easy second putt for par. So that would be anything but a 66, and so he pars. But at this point, these fellows are needing more than pars. They're going to need some birdies if they're going to challenge Answer, who's just kicking some butt. So Justin Rose, again, started this round tied with Answer. But he is not tied now. He has parred every hole except for a double bogey on 5. And so he will take his par. So Abraham Answer will tackle the 3 par number 8. And he gets a 3, so the hole controls. He gets a 33. That would be the Cam course, so he avoided trouble. We got a 6. Is it a daunting hole? It is not. Otherwise, a solid tee shot leaves an excellent opportunity. Clutch putt for birdie. He is a normal putter, so 1 to 3, and he will birdie with a clutch. And he does. So he is just pouring on the pressure. He's playing out of his mind, so that will move Wise further back. That'll move Rose and Snedeker off. Rahm 4 strokes back. So Answer is just killing it today as he goes to 5 under for the round. That'll be it for hole number 8. Number 13. So Scotty Scheffler, he has a double cordial here. He gets a 4, which is just good enough for par. Xander Schauffele, who is leading still on Sunday afternoon in the real one this year. He gets a 5, so all he can do is par the double cordial. Cameron Smith on 12. That's a normal. And he gets a 6, so that's going to be a bogey for Smith. So he was getting possibly close to make a run, but that's going to hurt him. Mark Leishman is out of it, so he's got a normal here on 12. And he gets a 2, and that's just a par. Move to 11. John Rahm needs to make a move here. 4 back. Pars aren't going to cut it. So he is shooting 5 under for the round, as is Answer, but Answer started 4 strokes ahead of him. And he gets a 3, so the course hole will play with a 23, and he finds the trees past the green. So it's not good. Kind of hoping we would get one of these guys to make a run at Answer, but 3-1 on the 1. Is he a workman? He is not. Otherwise, a tremendous lift, pinpoint accurate, and he will check our pin chart. So he can, there is a possibility to sink this. He gets a 2, dies in the vicinity of the pin. An easy putt for par. Ooh, 56. He about missed that one. Rimmed it, but it fell in. So he gets a par. Dustin Johnson. He gets a 4. The course will play. He gets a 46, and he finds the course cam. On a 3 par, 4, is it a daunting hole? It is not. Perfectly executed tee shot. Can it be converted? A clutch putt for birdie. And he is semi-gold, so 1 to 4. He will get a clutch putt for birdie, and he needs this, and he rolls a 6. Dad burn it. All right, so he's got an easy for par, and he makes it. So he needed that one. All right, we move to number 10. Aaron Wise, semi-daunting, is out of contention. He gets a 4 on a semi-daunting, is a par. Snedeker, who is 7 back, gets a 6 on a semi-daunting, and that's a bogey, so he finds himself 8 back now. Justin Rose will move to hole number 9. He is out of contention, and we got a normal. So let's see if he can get somewhere. A 3 on a normal is not good enough, so he just pars. So he shot a +2 for the front 9. And so it moves to Answer, who with a birdie here is probably just about going to put it away. And that's so the course plays with a 26. He gets the finds the fairway. We get a 4. Is it a cordial hole? It is not. Is it a daunting hole? It is not. Routine sequence, easy putt for par. So anything but a 66. So he doesn't birdie at least. So he gets the par. So he shot a -5 for the front 9, which Rahm did as well. But again, Rahm started 4 strokes behind him. So that's it for the front 9. We move to number 14 for our first pairing. Number 14, golfers face a blind tee, dogleg left, but a good chance that hugs the right side of the fairway usually sets up a successful downhill approach. So this is a normal hole. So again, Scotty Scheffler with a normal. He gets a 2, and that's just good enough for par. Xander Schauffele gets a 4 on a normal. That's a par as well. Cameron Smith on the double cordial par 5 13. So double cordial here, and he gets just a 5, so just a par. So again, nobody making a run. Mark Leishman gets a 5 on the double cordial, and he pars it as well. So not able to take advantage of the easy 5 par. That moves to John Rahm, who is, again, 5 under on the front 9. He's parred the first 2 holes here on the back 9, so he will tackle number 12. Again, looks like he's going to be the only chance to catch Answer. He gets a 4. The course plays with a 56, and he is in the rough to the right off of the tee. So a 4-1 rough. He's got a 5. Is he a master? He's a semi-master, and the thing says that he is the decide or die. Beautiful shot from the rough, tumbles to the edge of the green. He missed the birdie putt, easy putt for par. So again, normally that's great, but in these circumstances, pars are not going to cut it. So Dustin Johnson on hole number 12, getting the last 3 golfers in contention. Answer, Rahm, and Johnson. The course plays with a 36, and he finds the trees on his second shot. So he not on the green in regulation. So a 4-2, a 6. Is he a master? He is not. Otherwise, a solid but strike, but not clean. The ball dies straddling the green. A double difficult putt for par. Well, if he misses this, he's got like a 1-3, but he's got to take a chance here because he's out of contention. So he needs a 1 here to save par. And he misses it. Needs a 1-3 for a bogey. He does get his bogey, but that moves him out of contention with everybody else and their uncle. So that's be a bogey for Dustin Johnson. So Wise moves to hole 11, and again, he's already out of contention. Got a semi-cordial hole. And that's a 6, and that's a bogey. So these guys are just falling down. Snedeker is out of contention, so he will semi-cordial. Gets a 4. That's a par. Hole number 10. Rose is out of contention. This is a semi-daunting. He gets a 2. That's a par. So now Abraham Answer. Let's see, he could take control of this, which probably would be a good idea if you want to put it away. So we're going to do that. He's going to take control of the hole. Let's see. And it's not daunting, so he actually only needed 1 chip. Oh, he got a 6, so he could have done the same thing without the chip. But as it is, he gets a 2, 3, 5. You don't know ahead of time. 2, 3, 5. Is he a legend? With the woods, he is well placed. The gallery cheers. So he doesn't get this back because he used a chip. And you can't get a chip if you use a chip. So 2, is he a champion with his irons? He is. Lofted directly to the pin. Gimme putt for birdie. And he birdies another one. Man, he's going to shoot under 60 if he keeps this up. That'll give us something interesting. So that's it. So that moves Ron back to 5. He's the last one in contention. So we go to 15, which normally is your to see if anybody makes a move. When your leader is shooting more than 5 under, that is not a possibility, and he is shooting 6 under at this point. So there will not be anybody making a move. So Scotty Scheffler on the double cordial, 15, gets a 5, and that'll be a par. Xander Schauffele with the double cordial. He gets a 2, so he manages a birdie. $1 late and a day late and $1 short. Cameron Smith on 14, which is a normal hole. Gets a 5, and that's a par. Mark Leishman gets a 5, and that's a par. John Rahm, you got the double cordial 5, so see if he can gain some ground. He could take control of the hole, but again, there's some opportunities here with that double cordial, so we'll take our chances. But he takes control of the hole anyway with a 2, 3, 5. 2, 3, 5. Is he a legend with or a shaper with the wood? So he is a shaper, so I'm not going to use the decider die because he's a semi-legend, but he is a shaper. So perfectly aligns the contour of the fairway. The crowd cheers, or the gallery cheers. And we got a 5 on the green die. Is he a hacker? He is not. Strong second shot, dampened by a not-so-great bounce and roll. Strong applause. He gets a 2, so usually the lower the better on these. Aggressive shot sends the ball to the outskirts of the green in 3. A moderate putt for birdie. Moderate's 1 to 2. So he will see if he can make that a 1 to 4. And he makes it. So Rahm hanging in there. He gets a birdie on number 13. Dustin Johnson is out of contention. We got a double cordial here, so if he can birdie this one, I think it would put him back in. But he gets a 5 on the double cordial, and all he can do is par. So we go to 12 for Aaron Wise. This is a normal. He gets a 6 on a normal. That's a bogey. He bogeys his 2nd in a row. Snedeker is with a 4 on the normal is a par. Let's see, he shot even on the front 9. He's 1 ahead or 1 over on the back 9 so far. So number 11 for Justin Rose. So this is a semi-cordial. gets a decider die too, so that's a birdie for Rose. His first one of the day. Again, he's part everything but a double bogey. Let's see, so he was even. That's 2, 1. I think that will move him back to 6. So I kept his die there. Let me just double check that. So he was 2 over. He made him 1 over. Plus 5 is 6. Yep. So Rose is back in contention with that birdie. All right. So answer again is 6 birdies today, no bogeys. And the course will play that one with a 16. Finds the fairway or the golf cam course on a 3. You got a 5. Is it a cordial hole? The decider die says it's not. Is it a daunting hole? It is not. Make this one and move on. Easy putt for par. So he gets his par. So Rahm gained a stroke on that round. So that's it for 11. On to 16. So this is the last 3 par of the back 9. Forced carry over water, but usually not a problem. But the narrow green can make it difficult to position for a birdie. So it's a normal hole with a semi-challenging green. So you got Scotty Scheffler with a normal hole. And 4 is a par. Xander Schauffele. It's a 5. That's a par. Cameron Smith on 15. Double cordial. Gets a 2, so he gets a birdie. Again, a little late, but you got to see it. You got a double cordial with a hard green with the exclamation point. You don't see that too often. Let's see, make sure he was 3, 2, 4, plus 3. He's got 2 birdies here on the back 9. He might be back in contention here. Let's see, it's so that's 3. He was 2, 6. No, he's way off. I was miscounting. So Mark Leishman, he's like 10 behind. And double cordial, and he gets a birdie. And he is 2. Yeah, he's like 7 behind, so he's getting close. He's birdie 2 on the back 9 here. Jon Rahm on hole number 14. And we got 3 guys still in contention. And he gets a 4. The course will play with a 26, so that's the fairway. Cam course. Is it a cordial hole? It is not. Is it a daunting hole? It is not. So we have an easy putt for par. And again, he needs... Oh, and he misses that. Oh, no. Double 6s. So that's going to be that really stinks. So gimme for bogey. And he drops back. So that Jon Rahm with his first bogey of the day misses a super easy putt. And that's not good. So Dustin Johnson here with a normal. And he gets a 2, but that's just good enough for a par. Aaron Wise on 13. We got double cordial. And he birdies after bogeying the last 2 holes. Brant Snedeker with the double cordial. And he gets a 3 with a decider, so he birdies it as well. So let's see. puts him at 7 back. Actually, 8 back. So Justin Rose on hole number 12. Again, back in contention. So he gets a 2, so he will control the hole with a 4-5-5. 4-5-5. Is he a legend with his woods? He is not. Is he a champion with his irons? He is not. So he goes to mood chart, and he doesn't have a mood today so far. That always could change. So a par 4. We got a 5. Is he stormy? He is not. So 2 solid shots. A moderate putt for birdie. So he will lose his chip to see if he can make it easy. So 1-4 he birdies. And he does. So Justin Rose within 5. As he birdies 2 holes in a row. His first 2 birdies of the afternoon. Got answer on hole number 12. And he will control the hole. But we got, that could be, when you get those special results, sometimes that can be really, really rough. So we got a 4 par, so we have to re-roll. He gets a 16. Oh, no, this is not good. Lost ball, 5-minute search, decide or die. The bullet he found in 3, difficult putt for par. If it's blank, which it is. Lost, tee off again, add 2 strokes. So, man, like I said, those special results, they more often than not, they are a catastrophe. So, he's going to use this chip to control the hole. So he's going to lose 2 right off the bat. So he gets a 1-5-6 with the 4 par. A 1-5-6. Is he a legend with his woods? He is. So a long range tee. And the crowd cheers. So I think he used, so you don't get a chip. Is he a champion with his irons? He is. So he's got a gimme putt for birdie. So if he makes this, that would actually, he lost 2 strokes, so that would be just a bogey if he lost 2. And he makes it this time. But he gets his first bogey of the round, so nice recovery. After losing his ball, that could have been a lot worse. So he gets his first bogey of the day. And that will move these guys up. That's it for 12. Move to 17. Let's see, so he was 5, 6, so it's now 5. Yeah, again, nice recovery, picking up that birdie, which ended up being a bogey, but that's better than a double bogey if he'd have parred it. So, all right, so 17. Let me see where we're at here. So he is even. So Scheffler is 10 behind the leader. So we got semi-daunting. And he gets a 2 on a semi-daunting. That's a par. Let's see. And Xander Schauffele. I keep getting those 2 guys confused. Let's see. He is 1 over, which is 6. So he's 11 behind the leader. And so with the semi-daunting, he gets a birdie. So that ties him with Scotty Scheffler at 10 behind the leader now. So Cameron Smith on 16. Let's see where he's at. He was 3, 2, 6. He's 11 behind the leader. So we got the normal hole here. 3 is a par. Leishman. He might be a little closer. Let's see. He was over 2, so that's 1 under, 3. He's 8. He's still 8 behind. I'll move him down here just to know that he's a little closer. So a normal hole, and he gets a 5, and that's a par. Got 15. So you got Rom. Again, he's 4 back. So 5, 1. Yep, he's 4 back. I just got to check my math to make sure that I've got people where they belong. All right, so he will play this one. Double cordial hole. Gets a 1-4-6. A 1-4-6. Is he a legend or dynamic? So he's a semi-legend. The decider die says he is. True from the tee. The gallery cheers. He gets another chip. And gets a 1. Is he a champion with his irons? He is. Precise swing. Sends the ball rolling toward the pin. Give me putt for birdie. So John Rahm could move to within 3. Oh, man. What are the odds of that he would miss 2 of those? 66. Dad, burn it. That's going to be a gimme for par. Man. And he ends up with a par. Misses 2 gimmies. Man. Oh, well. So he stays 4 back. So Dustin Johnson, who is, let's see, where's he at? So he's +1. So that would be 2. So he's 7 back. So he could, with a birdie here, might be able to do something. Got a double cordial. But with a 4, that's just going to be a par. Aaron Wise. Let's see, he's 2 + 1. That's 4. He's 9 back. So this is a normal. And that's a 6, and that's a bogey. So he has bogeyed 3 of the last 4 holes. So Snedeker. See, Snedeker is even 2. So he's 7 behind. So if he can get a birdie here, he'll be back in contention. And he gets one. And that's a birdie for Snedeker, so he's back to 6. He's birdied the last 2 holes. So he's back in contention. So we've got Justin Rose, who's birdied 2 of the last 3 holes. Let's see, make sure I got his numbers right here. 2, that's even. +5. So he's actually 5 strokes back, if I counted correctly. Let's see, 2. So he's even for the day. He started even. Answer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Yep, so he's 5 back. So here on 14, or actually 13 rather, for him. Double cordial, 5 par with a difficult green, however. And so he will play the hole. Now, that exclamation point, as I understand it, only applies if the hole controls. So we ignore that otherwise. And again, he does control, so he gets a 4-5-5. Is he a legend with his woods? He is not. Is he a hacker with his irons? He is not. Is he a champion with his irons? He is not. So he goes to the now chart. And again, he's hot. He's birdied the last 2 holes. So the now chart with a 5 par. Got a 5. Is he cold? He is not. Well played. A moderate putt for birdie. So he's out of chips, but he needs a 1 to 2 for a birdie. And he gets it. So now he's back to 4. 4 away. So he has birdied 3 in a row, and those are the only 3 birdies he has on the round. So Answer had his first bogey last time after losing his ball, but was able to bounce back with just a bogey. And he gets a 2, so he will play the hole with a 1-3-4. 1-3-4. Is he a duffer? He is not. Is he a champion with his irons? He is. Straight and true. Nice. The gallery cheers. So Answer's a good golfer based on these ratings. Gallery cheers. He gets a 4. Is he a utility? He is not. Otherwise, routine iron shot, energized by beneficial roll, moderate putt for birdie. So he will try to make that an easy for birdie. So 1-4. And he gets it. So he gets that stroke back. So that is +6 now. So that'll bump Snedeker back out. Rahm down to 5, Rose down to 5. So we go to hole number 18. So our last group is finishing up their course for the day. That's it for 13. Of course, 17 and 16 are definitely have the water. 18 is the last one down the stretch. Back to the clubhouse. Spacious finishing hole, wide open and accessible. Excellent staging ground for the close of a tense tournament. All right, so starting off will be Scotty Scheffler. This is a normal. And he gets a 4, so that's just a par. So this is a 70 par course. So he finishes 1 under this round after doing a 1 over. So he finishes with an even 70 for the day. Xander Schauffele. He gets a 3 on the normal, and that's a par. So he has shot 2 under, and he shot 2 over on the front 9. So he ended up with an even 70 as well. So Cameron Smith on 17. Again, this is the one with the first 2 shots require care in avoiding expensive lake to the right. Notable in that tournaments are often won or lost here. So this is one where it's got the pretty sharp dog leg to the right and the lake in the dog leg, in the crook of the dog leg. So a very famous hole. One of the comments on this, and I forget the fellow's name, and I apologize. I appreciate the comment, but I'm horrible with names. Said that he actually took these cards and was able to walk the TPC Highland course with the cards, which was very, very cool. I would like to do that sometime. I actually will have the cards out when I'm watching the tournaments. You know, this and my ASG golf courses, just to kind of. It gives you placement when you're playing the games, you know, if you can imagine, you know, the holes and what they look like. So, of course, there's so many golf courses. It's tough to, unless you've watched golf a ton in your life, to be able to play some of these. But that was really cool. All right, so Cameron Smith has got a semi-daunting. And he gets a birdie. So he's birdied 3 on the back 9 here to go with 1 bogey. Mark Leishman with the semi-daunting. He gets a 4, so that's just good enough for a par. So John Rahm on 16. This is the water. Again, usually the water's not an issue. I did see in yesterday's round, I did see Jordan Spieth hit the water on 16. He was short. So John Rahm, see, this is a normal hole. He could take control of it. I think he's going to try that. So he will take control. I'll leave him 1 chip. And so he takes control, which he would have anyway, with a 2-3-5. So 2-3-5. Is he a champion with his irons? He is. Tee shot bounces true, bounces under the green. clanks off of the flag stick. Easy putt for birdie. So he just missed a hole in the one there. And so an easy, he'll use his second chip for a gimme. Now he's missed 2 gimmies today. If he misses another one, I quit. So he gets his birdie. His second on the back 9 to move within 4. So Dustin Johnson is out of it, so we got a normal. He gets a 4, so that's just a par for Johnson. So Wise on 15, double cordial. Gets a 2, and that's a birdie for Wise, he is bogey, bogey, birdie, bogey, birdie. So he's had an up and down back 9 so far. So Snedeker has birdied his last 2, so he gets a double cordial, gets a 3, and you needed a decider die for a 3, so he just gets a par. Justin Rose, 5 back, will tackle hole number 14. Give him the TV icon. So he will play the hole with a 3-4-6. Is he bomber or dynamic? He is dynamic. Got all of that one with the wood. The crowd cheers. The gallery cheers. Gets his chip for that. We got a 3. Is he a hero or a champion with his irons? He is neither one. Otherwise, to the fringe of the green. Misses long birdie putt. Easy putt for par. So that's double 6s. And he gets his par. Again, he had birdied 3 in a row, so he was on a hot streak there. So Abraham Answer, again, if he can birdie this one, could definitely put it away almost. So a 4, the course plays with a 13, and he finds the sand on his second shot. So he is not sandy, so he's got to get up and down here to save his par. Might make an opportunity here for Rom, help him out a little bit. See, so we got sand on the second shot. We got a 1. Is he chunky? He is not. Otherwise, perfect strike from the bunker, and we get the pin chart. So again, with a decider die and a 1, he holds it. Oh, he gets a 6, so that's not good. That's the worst. So it rolls too far, and that leaves him with a difficult putt for par. So 1 to 3 to get his par here. And he misses it. So this will be let's see, that was a difficult putt for par. This is a moderate for bogey. So this could get worse. But he hits it. So that will move everybody up 1. As he has bogeyed 2 of his last 3 holes. So that's it for 14. So making it interesting here. See, so he's shooting even on the back 9, so that's 5. He's 5 over. So let's see here. So he's 2 under, which is 1 over. That's 5. So Cameron Smith on 18 is 10 still 10 away. So he get normal, and that's a par. So he finishes with a -2 on the back 9. He did a +3 on the front 9, so that would be a total of 1 over. So he ends up with a 71. Mark Leishman with a normal hole here he ends up with a birdie. That's his. So he was 3 under for the back 9. He was 1 over, so that would be 2 under total. So he shoots a 68. So nice job. Leishman had a decent round. I think that's correct. To see 3. So he was 3 under. Which makes him 2 under. Yep, so a 68. John Rahm on 17. He's got to make some hay here. No chips to do anything, so he's got to just play it. And he gets that's a semi-daunting hole, so he's going to take that. See if maybe he can do something on 18. Hopefully see if answer might fall down. So Dustin Johnson, let's see where he's at. That's -1. That's 2. So he's 7 away. So Dustin Johnson with a semi-daunting. He's 7 back. And he gets a 4, so that's a par. So he stays 7 back. Wise on 16. It's a normal hole. And that's a par with a normal. Snedeker. With a normal 5 is a par. So we got Rose on 15. See, this is a double cordial. So he takes control of the hole with a 1-1-2. 1-1-2. Is he cold? Rose is semi. Let's see, Rose. He is semi-hot. Is he gilded? He is not. So he's got a moderate putt for birdie. He will use his chip here to make that easy. So 1-4, and he will birdie. And he does. So Rose making it after not doing so great. The front 9 is making a bit of a run here on the back 9. So answer is birdie twice and bogey twice. See what he can do here with 15. And he will control with a 1-4-6. Is he a legend with the woods? He is indeed. True from the tee. The gallery cheers. So that's good. A 1, is he a champion with the irons? He is. A precise swing. Lynn sends the ball rolling to the pin. A gimme putt for birdie. And he does. So that might be it right there. As he birdies the 15th. Okay, so that brings John Rahm to number 18. He gets the hole controls. He gets a 14. He finds the rough on 1. Maybe he should have taken control of that hole. I was trying to save that for his putting, as he's just a normal putter. But so the sand on 1. 4-1. And he is not sandy. We got a 5. He's not sandy. Regrettable shot from the trap. Third shot travels to the fringe of the green. A difficult putt for par. So he will try to make it a moderate for par. So 1-5. He will save a par. And he gets a 6. John Rahm is having a nightmare of a day putting. So that's an easy for bogey. And he makes that, barely. He's missed 2 double sixes and just missed a 1 out of 5. Man, that could be frustrating. So he bogeys number 18. So he ends up even for the back 9, which gives him 5 under for the round. So he shot a 65, so very good front 9, mediocre back 9. So Dustin Johnson has a normal. Again, he's out of contention. And he gets a 1, so he'll birdie to end the round. So Johnson is even on the back 9. He was 2 under, so he ends with a 68. So Wise on 17. Semi-daunting. That's a 4. That's a par. Snedeker with the semi-daunting. gets a 2. That's a par. So Justin Rose on 16. It's now in sole second place. And he gets a 2, so the course controls with a 55, and that's going to be the course cam, which is typically not a bad thing. So the course cam, you got a 1. Is it a cordial hole or a laser golfer? Neither one. Otherwise, a decent tee shot, but a tricky terrain. Leaves a clutch putt for par. So he's semi-gold, so 1 to 4 for a par. And he gets a 6. So he will get an easy for a bogey. Ooh, just missed that one. Just barely made that one. So that's the first bogey on the back 9 for Rose. So it looks like that's going to wrap it up here unless Answer just completely falls off a cliff. So I think he's going to take control of this hole. I'm still learning the usage of the chips. Oh, he would have got it anyway. So he got a 1-4-6. And again, if you're trying to just, watch a golf game, the chips could bother you because there is a lot of decision making. But as far as the interest in making things different, unique, and challenging, the chips are just great. I mean, they really add a lot to it, and but you have to kind of learn how to the best way to use them to where you're not cheating. But to me, I think they're just a brilliant part of the game. So 1-4-6 on a 3. Is he a utility? He is not. So we go to experience, and Answer is just an average, or neither one rather. And on a 3 par, you got a 1. Is he a prospect? He is not. Otherwise, let's watch this again on the replay. A beautiful shot. Gimme putt for birdie. So hopefully he won't pull a John Rahm here. And he doesn't. So, man, that's a birdie. So nice tee right to the green and birdies it. Moves everybody down further. So we got Wise on 18. A normal. And another thing I like is the out of contention golfers. It really keeps things moving along, and it just gives you generic scores. And so, I mean, you could theoretically play everybody's round if you wanted to, but if you want to speed things up when these guys kind of get out of contention, I think the out of contention golfer is really a good thing. So that's a 6 on a normal, and he bogeys. So, again, just overall, I mean, again, there's some things this game doesn't do. If you want shot by shot like you get with ASG, which is a lot of fun, this isn't going to do it, but it does a lot of things that the other ones don't do in, like, tournaments. I mean, again, that's for a cards and dice game, this is just brilliant. I mean, and it's fun and it's, kind of addicting. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So he shot a +2 on the back 9. He shot a +1 on the front 9. So that would be a 73 for his day. So Aaron Wise was out of it for most of the game. He did have that double bogey on 4 and then an eagle on 6. But Snedeker, the normal, gets a 6 and he bogeys. So he ends up with an even on the back 9 and an even on the front 9. So he ends up with a 70. So Justin Rose on 17 will use that last chip to concede to the hole, which probably would have got anyway, which he did. 35, he finds the fairway. And we got a 4. Is it a cordial hole? It is not. Is it a daunting hole? The decider die says it is not. Routine, easy sequence for par. So anything but a 66. He pars. And let's see what Mr. Answer does. Again, it's been all him today. Even when he lost his ball back on 14, he was able to come away with just a bogey. So he will control the course with a 1-4-4. 144. Is he a legend with his woods? He is. Straight, long, and good. So the gallery cheers. We got a 4. Is he a utility? He is not. Routine iron shot, energized by a beneficial roll. Moderate putt for birdie. He will do an easy putt for birdie. 1 to 4. And he gets another birdie. 3 birdies in a row after that bogey on 14. So that moves Rose out of contention. So on 18, he would just roll for out of contention. And that's a 5 on a normal as a par. So he was 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 under on the back 9, 2 over on the front 9, which is 1 under. So he ends up with a 69 for the day. And Abraham Answer here, the final player on the course. Got this one wrapped up. He gets a 3. The course will play with a 35. Finds the fairway, of course. What else would you expect today? Cordial hole it is not. Otherwise, nicely safe from the rough to the outer area of the green. Clutch putt for par. So 1 to 4 for a par. Or actually 1 to 3 for a par. So he misses that. But he will do this for a bogey. So he ends with a bogey. So Abraham Answer, the 2021 Travelers Champion. Let's see here what he ended up doing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. So he's back -2 on the back 9 for -7 total. So that would be a 63. So nice round of golf by Abraham Answer. And he wins this tournament hands down. So got a little interesting there. Rahm and Rose made it to within 3, but Answer just took care of business and finished them off. So anyway, there you have it. I wanted to do this is like video number 3 of this, and so kind of a start to finish. Wanted to do some modern things because I don't do any modern stuff, and so golf, again, the one sport that I do follow a little bit. I got an hour and a half that I can finish watching the real tournament here in 2022 at Travelers Championship. Last I looked, Xander Schauffele was leading, so he was in my TV round for a little bit, but wasn't able to pull it out here on the tabletop. And so, again, a great game, a lot of fun. It's a lot funner. I didn't think I would like this game when I first saw it on YouTube, because I do really like ASG and shot by shot, but this does something that ASG can't do, and that's tournaments, and you can get a real sense of accomplishment because, again, with 3 to 4 hours total, you can get a complete golf tournament in with 150, 200 golfers. And, if you want to, you can even get scores for everybody who made the cut. And, you can be as detailed with the scoring as you would like. But, anyway, there we have it from TPC River Highlands. Hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you next time.